So an average experience of a user we will see improving. The auction that happened was we were able to auction 480 megahertz of spectrum, which is the largest auction, single auction that the world has seen. And that has risen our overall capacity to 750 megahertz, over 750 megahertz, which is something which was absolutely critical at this point in time. So this is not something that is additional, incremental, just a cherry on top, but this was a fundamental requirement for our connectivity situation. 98% of Pakistanis operate on mobile wireless broadband. Only 2% of our country operates on fiberized networks, which is the second problem you were asking me about what our priorities would be. Now, the second challenge is this, the level of fiberization. Only 16% of our towers are fiberized at this point. Our target is that in the next 3 years, we will increase that to almost 60%. Our house passes, which are around somewhere between 2 to 3 million, we have to increase it to at least up to 10 million in the next 2 years. And that's our national fiberization targets. In order to make it possible, last year the Honorable Prime Minister, whose absolute priority is the digital nation Pakistan vision, he was able to remove all right-of-way charges, which means that the fiberization business becomes very lucrative in terms of investment and very ready for private sector to take lead. So those are some of the things that are happening on the digital connectivity side. But I would also like to add that over the last year and a half, since I've been in office, we've been able to land 3 submarine cables, 2 of which will hopefully light up this year, another will light up next year. So that kind of also increases our live connectivity to the world. We've also signed MOU with the whole of Central Asia, which essentially means that we will be becoming the data transit hub for the whole of Central Asia. We have already operationalized our data transit from China to Karachi through our optic fiber backbone, and our alternate now routes will connect us to Central Asia, whether it's through China or through Wakhan corridor. But that agreement is there. We have our international development partners like ADB, World Bank, everybody is supporting us in that effort. So the idea is that from Karachi all the way to Central Asia, and Central Asia through Caspian to Azerbaijan and Europe, we develop a complete loop of digital connectivity. So creating digital identity is a cradle to grave concept of that how your digital vault in your mobile phones should carry all the data that you require, all the way from your birth certificate, education, health, property, business, and everything that you hopefully are able to achieve in life. And then on the second side is the whole delivery part, right? So whether it is citizen services delivery, less relevant to this conversation, but one thing that I want to put out there is that we've already put out an RFP for digitizing and logging of the RLCOs across the country. So all the regulations and that are required for any business, so let's suppose tomorrow I decide to open a poultry farm, I will just be able to put in a query and get all the relevant regulations out of the system.